Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Um, it's your man Lenny Smith. Today I want to speak about how Sigma males encounter women. The way a Sigma male encounters women is purely based off one's purpose. I know sometimes you'll probably hear from a lot of red pill coaches out there, alpha male coaches, sigma male coaches, there and so forth. And you always seem to hear them say, oh, be on your purpose, be on your purpose, be on your purpose. Being on your purpose is really self development, right? Growing yourself to something you want to be in the future. It's kind of like when you were a kid and they ask you in class, or your parents, or an uncle, or whoever, and they'll say, what do you want to be when you grow up? And then you'll tell them, I want to be an astronaut, or I want to be a firefighter, or I want to be a police officer, right? Um, those are your purposes. It's what do you do to get to the end result to become what you always wanted to be. It's a directional path to strive to become something. When it comes to your marketplace for dating women, right? A lot of your problems happen because of you doing a lot of pursuing, doing a lot of chasing. See, what happens is, in the midst of that, you're losing yourself. Because primarily what happens is you have to now put yourself into a mindset of how can I make the next date different, and the next date, and the next date, and the next date, and the next woman, and the next woman, and the next woman, and so forth. You'll find that your purpose is starting to become you chasing women, which has no value. I'm sorry if that might have hit some nerves there, but it's the truth. Okay? It's just what it is. That's reality. You want to be on your purpose. Look at what you wanted to do in the beginning to become something when you either grow up or you're already grown up, but you haven't quite grasped the concept of where to start. You might want to start researching that. So back to the whole point here is Sigma males are males that have a lot of things going on. And it's not like, I know you hear this a lot, when they play games in the dating world, and they're like, oh, I'm busy. I'm always busy. You ain't busy. You just sitting home on the phone and people text you and you're like, oh, I'm busy, or you just don't respond and say, oh, I'm busy. Because what you're doing is you're seeking validation. And that's not good, right? Sigmas, to be honest, is all about fuck your validation. I'm just being 100% real with you. Sigma males is fuck your validation. Okay? And the reason for that is they don't need validation because they already control their world. They already developed enough self-confidence to not need validation from the outside world. That's what the whole Sigma concept is about. And the reason why they encounter so many females is because while they're on their purpose, they're in many places. Like, a lot of them are into the outdoors. Sometimes you'll see them by themselves by the water, bird watching, on the beach with a towel just laid back, you know, at an aquarium by themselves looking at fish, at the zoo by themselves looking at animals, you know, rock climbing in the woods, you know, hiking, in the mountains, bike riding, trying to stay fit, you know, because they believe health is wealth. You know, conferences, you know, sometimes you see them at conferences, even though they are introverted, but they also have the trait of adaptability. So they can go into a room and their presence is felt because of that highly introverted trait. People feel it. And then when he speaks, it's taken as leadership. That's why they say, like, with the Sigma male, one of the main reasons why they equal to the alpha is because they can take on the role of leadership, but they would rather not have the role of leadership because of the control that leadership has. See, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you're a leader, you're above all." No. When you're a leader, everyone else that you lead beneath you controls you because of the responsibility, the accountability for others. So females, they see it, right? And they're attractive to that. They are attracted to that. So they encounter females periodically because of their ventures and journey. They like to be out. Sigma males do not like to be in the house only for the rest of their lives. They go out into the world. They read people. They watch people from afar to seek knowledge and intelligence. That's their purpose, is to always be seeking knowledge for self-development and growth. And unfortunately, as to the dating game, women always seem to find a place in the Sigma male's life based on him being on that purpose. Females can feel when you're not a purposeful guy. They can read that. Females are not as stupid as you think. They're quite intelligent. It's just that because of their estrogen values and, those thoughts, the hormones, they play a role in their genetic makeup. So a lot of their decision making is highly emotional. So sometimes it might not come across as quite logical, but they still feel it, right? And they make the best decision based on their thought process, right? So they can feel that. They can feel when you're faking a funk and everything else. So Sigma males are an attractive species, basically, to the female species because of that whole concept of being mysterious and, oh wow, I didn't know, he had this going on and he's, doing this, he's doing this, he's into animals, he's into this, and that's how they encounter females, mainly just being on a purpose. So that's just kind of one of the things I want to speak to you guys about. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Lenny Speaks.